Good morning to you all. Myself Jivan Buktar, and I am here to talk on the topic of my favorite book. And my favorite book name is The Buddha and his Dhamma, and it is criticized on the Buddha's life and the Buddhism. It was the last work of our Indian great statesman and the scholar of our India, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, and it was published after his death, and it was published in 1957, and publication name is Siddharth College, Mumbai. It is near about 50,000 pages, and Babasaheb B.R. Ambedkar started writing this book after the publication of his article in Mahabodhi Journal, in which they said that the Buddhism do not advancing very fastly. It was advancing very slowly. So that was the reason behind them. And one of the reason is that Buddhism do not have the advantage of like Christianity, Islam. They have only one book in which they can get their all teaching. Whereas the Buddhist people or who are interested into Buddhism, they go through the huge body of literature. So that's why Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar brings essence thought of our great inheritance Gautam Buddha, and written in the way that a modern man can read and understand and read and approach the Buddhism. In this book, the central idea of it is all about the Buddha and his Dhamma, Buddha and his religion. Dr. Babasaheb said that the Buddhism. In this book, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar mentioned very smoothly and very simple language of our great Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha, born in the aristocratic family in Nepal. He is a spiritual leader, he is a great philosopher, he is a mediator and religion leader in ancient India in 5th to 4th century. And he is revealed as the founder of world religion of Buddhism. And he taught near about 40 years, 40 years, and he built a large following on both monastic and the life. And he also taught a spiritual path, and he also taught the spiritual path, including the ethical training, and the meditative practice. In this book, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar describe all the how question they describe why did Buddha left the house, why did Buddha create the Sangha, what was the purpose of that Sangha, how how they gain the knowledge, how they can serve the authentic India, and how they can build a strong foundation like Buddhism. What was the reason? All these questions are described very well and very polite manner. This was a very great book, and it is also Buddha said that it is a 8 ways to become a peaceful and living with peaceful and very beautiful life from our from suffering, from dukkha, and he gave the 8 ways from convert the dukkha into very peaceful life. This way 8 way can benefit our life, and that's why we we must read this book. This the Buddha's teaching is timeless. They cannot we cannot conclude in our language. Buddha's teaching is a very huge body of literature. Normal man cannot understand this religion. It is a great religion in from Babasaheb Ambedkar. And this book is also translated into 7 different languages of India, like Hindi, Gujarati, Tamil, English, Malayalam, and it is a very famous book in nowadays. Nowadays it is very famous, and it is also available in audible format. And this the central idea of this book is that how the Gautam, how the Siddharth Gautam, a king, they can convert into the peaceful and politeful manner into Mahatma Buddha. How was his journey, and what was the purpose of that? How what was the obstacle they have faced in this life, and how they teach the people in very simple and very, and what was the thought of that. This all about described in this book. It is very beautiful. I have read in when I am in 10th and 11th class. It is very beautiful book and very helpful book for our modern days, and it is near about 30,000 300 rupees, and I hope, and I have to say that it is a pretty book about pretty book. These are the some of the facts I want to reflect from this book. I hope you can understand and you can glimpse of our great inheritance of uh, Gautam Buddha, and you excite your interest into Buddhism, and excite your, increase your hobby and reading into this book. I would recommend it. You must read this book once in your life. Thank you one and all.